Oh no! Joey must have forgotten he'd changed shells. I hope his board isn't broken. Excuse me.
Hello, darling. I don't believe we've met.
No, I'm a stranger here.
I'm Mrs. Piermont, but you can call me Danielle.
Do you know someone called Overman?
Why, yes, I do. He worked with my husband, Professor Piermont. Why? Are you interested in Overman?
People keep mistaking me for him.
I can't imagine why.
So my real name is Robert Overman. But why does Link want me? And what's happened to my father? Hello, who are you?
My name's Vincent. What's yours?
I'm Robert. You can call me Rob. Why aren't you at school, Vincent?
My tutor's malfunctioned. I tried to reprogram it to play video games.
Would you like me to repair your tutor?
I can do that myself. But then I'd have to go back to my studies.
What's that you're playing with?
It's my handheld games console.
Neat. What's the game?
It's called Fleecy the Lamb.
That sounds nice. What's the objective?
Torch the mutant psychos with your flamethrower and stop Dr. Mantis from butchering the orphans.
But that's horrible.
Yeah, I've played better.
What other games have you got?
Not many, 'cause they're too expensive. They're smuggled into the city from Hobart. I've got Nobby, the platform game, Onan the Barbarian, and Revenge of the Deadly Dandelions.
I suppose they keep you out of mischief. Don't wear out your thumbs. Excuse me. Smart floral display. Are they real?
What do you think?
They look kind of shiny.
Naturally. I've just varnished them.
Do you paint the flowers too?
This is Union City, not Wonderland. You obviously know nothing about plants.
Won't the varnish harm the plants?
Au contraire, Clever Dick. It filters out the crap in the atmosphere.
What are you doing to that plant?
I'm modelling a living sculpture. It's called topiary, and it's an art form.
What are those blue flowers called?
They're dandelions. Don't touch them!
They're pretty. But why can't I touch them?
Because if you do, you'll wet your bed.
I haven't done that for months. See you later. Excuse me. Overman was my father.
I'm sorry, but I don't believe you. Overman's only son died in an accident.
That was no accident, Mrs. Piermont. It was deliberate sabotage by security. My mother was killed, but I survived. and I've read a document which proves it. Excuse me. Overman?
I'm sorry.
That was, it was my mother, and I've read it. The door has an old-fashioned lock on it. It's an old trick, but it still works. It's an old map, but it means nothing to me. Excuse me.
Hold it. Your membership card, please.
I don't have one.
This is a private club.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You do now. Piss off.
Smart shoes.
Oh, thanks. You can tell a lot from a man's shoes. The design tells you what kind of man he is. The way he cares for them tells you where he's going.
And what he's trodden in tells you where he's been. How do I join the club?
You have to be sponsored by an existing member. It's a most exclusive establishment, frequented only by those with the proper credentials.
You mean people with money?
No, people with credit. There's a world of difference. People with money think they can afford not to care. People with credit know they can't, but don't care anyway.
What goes on in the club?
If I was to tell you that this club provides recreational facilities par excellence for a clientele with elegance and taste, I'd be lying through my teeth.
You just said it was exclusive.
Oh, it is exclusive but seedy. The reason people come here is the cheap booze and the fact that it's off limits to security.
Do you know anyone who'd sponsor me?
What about old widow Piermont? She used to come here, years ago. If you chatted her up, she might sponsor you.
See you later. Do you know the woman with the dog?
Oh, yes. That's Mrs. Piermont, the richest woman in Union City. And the ugliest.
What's through that door?
It's off limits to the likes of you.
I just wondered where it leads.
It's the old cathedral. There's nothing interesting in there. In fact, it's empty.
Why guard an empty cathedral?
I'm not guarding it exactly. I'm just standing here.
Preventing me from entering.
Yes.
Never mind. Excuse me. Overman was...
I'm sorry.
It was deliberate. My mother was... And I've read a
If you're really Robert Overman, I'll sponsor you. But I don't want to visit the club. I'll call the manager from my apartment. Oh, come to Mummy, Spunky. Oh, come to Mummy, Spunky.
Hello. Who is this?
Security, open up.
Mrs. Piermont is not at home. Mrs. Piermont is not at home. Hello. Who is this?
It's the dog warden.
What are you talking about?
I've had complaints about your dog. He's a health risk, madam.
I'm not opening the door, so go away. Hello?
Your pizza, madam.
What kind of pizza?
Quattro formaggi, with olives and chilies.
My favorite. But I'm on a diet. Hello?
It's me, Robert.
Come right in, Rob. I've been scared silly by cranky visitors.
Welcome to my humble little home, Robert. You know, I remember you as a baby, Robert.
I've grown a bit since then.
I'm sure you have. You must have so many questions to ask me.
Yes, I have. Is my father still alive?
I've not seen him since my husband's funeral. What a magnificent occasion. I wish I could have stayed until the end.
You walked out of your husband's funeral?
I had no choice. Poor Spunky hates cathedrals. All that incense and droning makes him bilious. No sooner had I got him outside when up came his breakfast.
Who the hell is Spunky?
My dog, of course. Now, where was I? Well, when I got back, they were all gone. Congregation, choir, coffin and all.
What was the professor working on?
Didn't I tell you? Helmut was the designer of Link. It was his dream, but he died before it was realized. Your father became the project leader.
So my dad was responsible for Link?
Yes, he stepped into Helmut's shoes. Link reached completion on the very day you were born. From then on, Richard changed. He spent more time with Link than he did with his wife and baby.
Why did my mother try to escape?
But she did her best to cope. But she wasn't the same after Richard's rejection. The authorities never approved of her marriage either, because she came from Hobart. Eventually, she decided to return home.
So the bastards had her killed.
You're overwrought, Robert. Would you like some paracetamol?
I don't want analgesic. I want answers. Why didn't you want to visit the club?
The memories are too painful.
Did you go there with the professor?
Yes, we met in a club. Oh, he was a handsome young graduate. And I was a flower in my first bloom. He plucked me from the garden of innocence.
I see what you mean. The memories are painful. Are you gonna sponsor me now?
If that's what you want. I'll telephone the manager and make the arrangements. This won't take a moment. Is that Mr. Coulston? Danielle Piermont here. I have a friend I wish to sponsor.
It's full of biscuits and dog drool. Excuse me.
Hello, Mr. Overman.
How did you know my name?
You're a member now, sir. It's my business to know all our members.
Can I go in now?
Certainly. But you're in for a disappointment.
How come?
It looks smart with the lights turned low, but in daylight, it's a flipping toilet.
Never mind. Hi. Mind if I join you?
Good afternoon to you, Mr. Overman. What do you think of the club?
I don't like the music.
Neither do I. They should have retired years ago. I'm Colston, the manager of the club.
Pleased to meet you. Excuse me. Hi. Mind if I join you?
Well, hello yourself. They call me Babs.
Pleased to meet you. See you later.
Oh, don't count on it.
There's a thumb-sized indentation in the plate. It doesn't react to my thumbprint. Excuse me. Can I have a drink, please?
No chance.
Why not?
House rules.
Excuse me. Do the rules prohibit me from drinking?
No, you can drink all you want, but I can't serve you.
You are the bartender, right?
Well, I'm not the cabaret.
How come you can get a drink and I can't?
I told you. It's the house rules. Colston would fire me if I gave you a drink.
What are the band called?
The Hot Club Quartet.
But there's only 3 of them.
Yeah, the saxophonist OD'd last month.
Did the saxophonist OD on drugs?
No. Too much sax. He got overexcited and ruptured his lungs.
Never mind. There's no sign of a lock or a card slot. Excuse me. Where does the locked door lead to?
To the wine cellar. Colston's the only one who can open it. It's programmed to read his fingerprints.
Never mind. I ought to move that trash. It's too heavy to carry.
What was that splashing noise? Where has Spunky gone? Officer Blunt, come and help me, quickly! Oh, Robbie, can you help?
What's the problem?
Poor Spunky's in the lake.
He looks as if he's enjoying it.
He hates water.
Try offering him doggy snacks.
An excellent idea, Robert. It's a pity Officer Blunt didn't think of that.
It's a pity the mutt can swim it all. Just for a second you scared me, but you're only dummies. They're not human. Someone's been making androids. A ventilation shaft. Better keep away from the edge, or I'll get sucked off. It's a kind of bed with wheels. You don't look so healthy. You should get out in the sunshine. His skin is cold, like plastic. This place is spooky. His skin is Oh no, not her. Not Anita. Her skin is burnt and blistered. She appears to have been exposed to radiation. Her skin. He doesn't have any eyelashes. His skin is. Yo, that's horrible. I don't think a severed head would be any use.